And we are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? Alongside me, Johnny Nelson. This is Muhammad Ali. And now making the walk, he's looked sensational as he just beat Sonny Liston and became a world heavyweight champion. The Galveston Giant himself, Jack Johnson, the unapologetic first ever black heavyweight champion.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. They're both trying for a knockout. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Perfect counter lands. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to...
Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
So much firepower here. Failing to score with that right hook. And he scores with the counter. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is seconds to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Beautiful counter punch. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These uppercuts uppercuts are scoring. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Here's the bell to start round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. That counter shot lands. Oh my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he gonna do to get out of this trouble? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The right hook just missed. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Down the middle. Can't miss. What was that? What are you doing? Come on. You're switching on. Just stay focused.
Here we go to the 4th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. That could never happen.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
Dominance, without a doubt, looks...
Back into the fray here in round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How about that time counter shot? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And pulled it right there. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Can you believe this? The legend himself, Jack Johson. So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Misses with the jab. Good counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the...
This is the beginning of round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A lot of effort being exerted here. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter shot. Perfect counter shot. Left hook just missed. Is he going to punch himself out, though? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? Wow, that impact was incredible. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10. Here we go. It's round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Tried to score with a jab. That counter punch, that's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. That right hook catching air. Oh, my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well done with that counter shot. Hook misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get... There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A straight right just misses. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Hook was off target. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right.
And we enter the ninth. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter punch. Good counter punching. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter shot. That hook won't score. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What?
Very close round. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And they're calling it there.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
The TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a